Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Manan and today we will be learning how we can get 99.99 resistances and maybe even beyond that in this beautiful game called Conquest. Before we start, let's assume when I say resistances, I may be referring to physical resistance, magic resistance or both. Some places give you just physical resistance, some only magical and some both. In case of confusion, please leave a comment and I will reply and try to make it clearer. There are various places from where you can get resistances. I will try to list all that I can remember by the end of the video. If you think I missed any of them, please leave a comment to remind me. I think I might list about 20 places in this video, but let's see. Also, if you want to understand why resistances are so much more important than all other stats in this game, let me know in the comments here or in the official Discord or DM me in the game, and I might make a video on that topic. But for now, let's focus on getting more resistances. Some of these are easy to get with few resources spent, and some are difficult to get without spending huge amount of money in the game. I will try to list them in the order which you should be able to get more easily. Feel free to leave me a comment if you agree or disagree, and maybe list the reason, because it could be helpful for me and also for someone else watching the video. So let's start with Armory. So the most important place to get resistance is the Armory. The resistance from the Armory comes from the stones we slot inside them. This means you want to get all the stones to level 5 as soon as possible. So let's see where you find the stones. Here. So these are the stones. Notice the shape and the design of the stone slotted here. If you don't have enough chest to get like all the level 5 stones right away, what you can do is level all of them equally. So like start with all at level 1, then all at level 2, all at level 3, 4, 5, and that's all. But what you have to understand is you have to slot these stones in all the pieces, everywhere. This has how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 pieces. 8 pieces here and 8 pieces here, which means 24 pieces. So all these 24 pieces you have to slot the stones, and notice the shape. You have to slot the pieces of this shape so that you get the damage resistance. When you have all these slotted like I showed, this is the maximum you'll be able to get for your heroes, troops and dragons. So for your heroes you get 99.9% damage resistance, and that is shown here by splitting. Like damage resistance generally means both physical and magical. So decrease of friendly heroes damage taken by 99% means physical damage taken by 99 and magical damage taken by 99. Similarly, troops damage taken goes up to 99.1. Troop damage taken is reduced by up to this amount. And for dragons it is again 99.9. Actually this is more than 99.9. It might be 99.999 something, and same for the hero, but it's rounded down, so you see this number. And for the troops it is 99.1 something. So yeah, and you might see troops getting a little bit less than others. The reason for that is the stones itself. So level 5 troops stones give you 11% damage reduction, whereas heroes give you 16, but dragon gives you highest, which is 28. So basically what it means is when you max this armory, your dragon benefits the most, and then heroes, and then troops. And it makes sense because we will see soon that troops can get a lot of damage resistances from all the features as well. Heroes have a little bit less features to get them, and dragons basically don't have much features at all. So next is Covenant. So if you go here, you'll see this Covenant, and here you can see we can have 4 pieces of these, and this is probably one of the best features for the troop after medals, of course. But that's my opinion. The main reason is that you can get a lot of additional resistances for your troops here. but you have to understand this is only for troops. To get maximum benefit, you want to have awakened Divine Covenant with just, and with just half-hearted attempts, you can easily get more than 95% resistances in just about 10 minutes of work, or even less time, depending upon your luck when you roll. In 30 minutes, you might be able to get about like 98%, but don't quote me on that exact number. Some people even have 99% resistances here, but that takes a lot of retries in rolling and a lot of patience. And so so let's check what mine looks like here. So each piece, you can see it has all damage, reduced damage taken. These 3 pieces have almost maximum value it can be, and the 1 pieces is decent. So this is where the most time is wasted, and also the most resources is wasted. It's not wasted, but like spent. And similarly, you see the other piece here. I have 1 magic damage taken because it's hard to roll for the same, like 2. You have to roll 2 attributes for the last one, so it's kind of difficult to get like both of them, reduced damage taken and high number. So for this, for now it works, but like if I wanted to improve, I can improve this part. Similarly, this 17%, again this 19% here, and this magic damage taken. So yeah, this one, all this can be improved, but you can see I have lots of reduced damage taken, so you have to prioritize this. How you do is you go there and you select purify, and then you do continuous purify, and you select reduced damage taken, and you want to get as high as possible, right? So you start continuous purifying, and it shows you when it found some a value that matches your criteria. And if you think it's good, for example this 24.8, if you get this high number, you select that, and for next time you lock it and then do it again, and then you will get another one, and then you lock both and then do it again. But this time you cannot lock more than this, so you have to find a good roll that has both of these. So this is how you do it. For like detailed guide, you might want to check something else, but yeah, let me know if you want a detailed guide, and I might be doing that in future. So you saw a lot. I had a lot of resistances there, and what we can do is see a summary of all the 4 pieces. So you can see I got very, very good number, 97.4, and on top of that 45% magic resistance and 19% physical resistance. So that makes it like a really good number, and so this is what you want in your troops. But the thing is, each troop needs to have different set of covenant and different number of resistance. So yeah, it can be quite difficult. So this is just with Divine Covenant. I managed to get 86. So this is why you want to awaken your covenant as fast as you can, and only then do the rolls, so you can get the best possible values. For the remaining ones, I want to go a little bit faster because those 2, Armory and Covenant, are the most important, but all the other features are also really good, and when they all combine, the impact is very high. Usually new accounts can max Armory and Covenant really quickly, but because of these other features that I'm gonna mention, older players are still in advantage when you are talking about resistances. So let's start with Chakra Harmony, or also called Enlightenment. So it is here. So for Enlightenment, for ranged troops, if you check rank 4, you will see that there is also damage reduction, reduced damage by pyrotechs, and also for snipers. And for any other race, you might want to check that as well, and there will be damage reductions. Maybe for other like maybe for trees, I don't remember that is true, but at rank 15 these units get one extra group, member in the group. But for large units, massive unit like trees, I think they get extra damage resistance or something, physical resistance. I forgot. But yeah, so this is third place where you can get more resistances. For the fourth place, we want to go to troop gear. So you see, just like Covenant, we have these 4 pieces, and this is also per troop. So for different troops, you have different pieces, right? And you have to be lucky for this. For Covenant, you could do reroll and just purify yourself. For troop gear, that's not possible. When you get it, you have to get it with a good, stats. So for example, here you can see I have 3 magic resistance 1, reduce magic damage taken by troops, right? And for this one, you see there's 1 magic damage, another magic damage, just 2 magic damage, and then here you see reduce physical damage taken and reduce physical damage taken. So yeah, for all 4 troops, I have some kind of damage reduction, and that is important. You wanna search for these and filter out those which has the most number of damage reductions there. Sometimes you will find even the epic ones or the legendary ones have very good this multiple damage reductions, and and like not all divine ones are good. So just equip them. You don't have to equip all the divine ones, just equip them by looking at what is important. And sometimes you find that they don't have this this race thing, so we call it this I forgot, racial attunement, yes. And you change the things, but the buff from here is negligible. So what you can do is, like, if you find something with like 2 damage reduction, or even 1 if you don't have any at the beginning, you want to use that even if it doesn't have racial attunement. So it's because the damage reduction is way more important. And just like Covenant, you can check summary at the same time, and they, in this case, they show all this summary like this. So 5227, it's not the best, but it's good enough. It's good enough. And there are lots of other things that are going on. Ideally, we all want everything to be just damage reduction. Maybe a good balance of physical and magic, but yeah, it is what it is here. So this is how you get more damage reductions, and this only works for this specific troop that you have it for. Sometimes you might see maybe that there is damage reduction here. I have not noticed that, but maybe you might have it for other troops, but I doubt. A side note here is that for each troop equipment, you can also add imbuement, and depending upon your level of this equipment itself, like how many stars you have. So these are 10 stars, so 1 2 3 4 5, and then it overlaps with another star, the darker star. So it's like 10 stars or level 50. When you get reach to level 50, you can I don't know what it's called, level up or something, and then it gets 1 more star, and that is what gives you more numbers here. So you cannot get 10% here when you only have it at level 5. So you wanna upgrade this to level 50 and get the final star, and you get 10%. But you can also now imbue it, and notice at imbuement level 15 and imbuement level 35, you have more damage reductions. This is also important, and maybe you want to use it. This is how you can get more damage resistance from troop gear. The next one is a very good feature, very popular one. So it's Lord of War. So if you go to here, development and runes, you can get more damage resistance for all your units. So this works for your troops, heroes, including Lord of War, Praetorian, and even Dragon. So if you check this specific branch, it's called CD Rune. You see, it has reduced a Lord of War's damage taken and decreases all units damage taken. So this 9% is for everybody, and this is on top of this 9%, but just for the Lord of War, the one Lord of War that you have this value, for. And another one you can get here is Rune Core. So in this core, if you see at level 40, like when you get all of your runes to level 40, you get all units damage taken is decreased by 20%. So this is also another place to get more damage resistance. The next place to get more damage resistance is troop specific feature. So if you go to this building, whatever center is called, and you select any troop, like you can choose other troop, and then you see this cosmic badge. So inside here you have way to focus, like increase the level, and then you have the resonance. When you increase the level, you'll see this kind of blocks start to shine, and when you place a badge there, you unlock the resonance. And if you check the resonance at Golden Feather badge, which is level 40, I think, yeah, when you get to level 40 and then unlock the next stage, you unlock Golden Feather badge, and at that you get 10% more damage reduction. So, and also like 10% more damage deal, but we don't care about this for melee troops, but might be useful for ranged troops. And it also additionally gets 50% damage reduction just from heroes. And I have not talked about these kind of like special resistances in this video at all. Maybe we will talk about these special resistances in a different video, but yeah, for now, Golden Feather badge, it gives you 10% more damage reductions, and it's not that expensive. You can get it within like a few months of starting to play, and yeah, so this is another place to get damage resistance, which is Resonance and Golden Feather badge. But if you noticed, like all these badges, they also have some kind of stats there. So you can pick the ones with reduced physical damage, reduced magic damage, and stuff like that. And this has accuracy, but like depending on the shape, they might have more attacking focused or more defensive focused ones. And for more defensive focused ones, you can just like sort it like this, everything, and then go and say, hey, I need to see all the ones with physical resistance, and you will see these numbers, right? And then I want to see all the ones with magic resistance. But when you start picking all these different shapes, it's kind of difficult to use them. For example, if you check my where is it? Yeah, not this one. If you check my Pyrotex, where are they? Yeah, if you not the medals. Pyrotex, you see I have a few gaps here. It's because when I was searching for like more damage, reduced damage taken, in this case I got most of them as physical damage taken. I couldn't find the, it's difficult to align with the other shapes, because these specific shapes have attacking focused values. For example, I cannot find any with this, right? This one, even this one, I think, yeah. But these shapes have damage reduction specific one, and these can have everything. So it's best to get all these features. But I didn't know much about this, so yeah, I'm not I don't have it in the best shape. But this is another place where you can get damage reductions for your troop, and this is troop specific. Next, let's talk about place where you can get more resistance for your heroes. So one of the very important feature is called Hero Mastery. You shouldn't be ignoring this. At first you should be just trying to speed run through this to unlock the slots, but we are here not talking about the slots where you put heroes. We want to see specific mastery that unlocks that gives more resistance to your heroes. So for heroes, if you go to predictive, which one is it? It's command for protective. And if you go here, it says receive damage of all heroes -4%, which just means it reduces damage taken by heroes by 4%. And similarly, if you go a little bit more here, it says it gives you more damage resistance, 6% here, and finally 8%. So yeah, you get a bit more damage resistances from hero mastery from here. And these damage resistance, these actually work for your Lord of War and Praetorian as well, because it doesn't say that it doesn't affect it. But there may be some, other kind of special kind of resistances. For example, here you see Belloc has less than 40% of health. For the first time, any damage received will be decreased by 50% for 20 seconds. So these are special kind of resistances that we will talk in different video. And these resistances only work for the specific hero that you have sorted. So this is beyond the scope of this video. So yeah, this is the other place that you get resistances from. Next place that you get a lot of resistances from is Spirit Beast, where a lot of core hiders don't level it up, but if you level it up, and you can actually get a lot of resistance. So you can see here it says a lot of physical resistance and magic resistance, and it also has other benefits, but yeah, that's beyond the scope. But yeah, you see there you have stats, and these stats differ for different beasts, and also it depends on what level they are. So it's just level 1, you can see it gets about 13 and 11 here, but at level 100 it gets about 63 and 54 here. And some beasts have more magic resistance, some has more physical. We don't pick beasts depending on like what resistance they have. They have their own utility, which is also beyond the scope of this video. Just understand that this cat is the strongest spirit beast right now, so we just pick it. But when you level it up to a really high number, you get a lot of resistances, and that is what is important. So this is another place that you can get resistance from. And by the way, this resistance works for all your units, so it's not just your heroes but also troops, dragons, Lord of War, Praetorian, and whatever else you decide to put in the future. Next place that you can get some amount of resistances, or a lot if you are a big whale, you can spend a lot of money, is Sacred Tree. So here, let's collect things. So here you can get resistances from the Ancestral inside the Sacred Tree base. I also like to call it Dew Tree. So if you go to this yellow and blue tree, you will see a few. I found it. So a few of these nodes where it says friendly heroes and dragon take this less damage and troops less damage. So basically this works for your heroes and your troops. I have not noticed if there is the version for the specific dragon, but you see all friendly units damage taken is reduced here, which also includes dragon. But this includes everybody, not just dragon. So yeah, so there are a bunch of these small nodes that have a lot more damage resistance for you, and you'll find this is a case similar with the blue brands as well. The next place to get a little bit more damage reduction for your Praetorian is Praetorian's own divinity and alignment. So you go here and then check alignment. So when you align it and focus its level, you get more and more damage reduction. So you can see physical damage reduction and magical damage reduction. So it's 20% here. So yeah, if you have to level it up as high as you can, and this only works for this specific Praetorian and not everybody. So that is what you have to remember. And there is another one also, it's in divinity, but you have to be super big kraken to even get it. So it's this specific node. So if you see here, it also reduces Praetorian's magic damage and physical damage by a certain amount, depending on the level itself. So this is where you can make your Praetorian live a little bit longer. Next place you want to get a lot of damage resistances are one of the old features called research. So if you go to your academy, you have these 3 research. So for heroes, you can check. For an example, let's say we want our gladiators like our Lee, our Belro to survive longer. We have all these different tiers or tech, it's like tech 5, tech 6, tech 7, which I think it's easy to call them tiers. So you can check some tiers have, not this one, some tiers have more damage resistances. So if you go to 13, so 13, you see reduced physical damage taken by gladiator and paladin heroes, right? So this is how you get more damage resistance. There are others also here, and I encourage you to look for all the techs, and for different heroes it might be at a different number. They might have different kind of bonuses or stats they get from the research. I encourage you to have a look at them and understand. Now time for troop research. So for example, let's say we want the damage resistance for melee troops. Just on this third tier, third tech, we already see it has damage reduction here, and so you will find such things at all these different levels. So here more, and then if you start looking at this specific even number after 17, like after 18, you get this special kind of damage reduction. So so this one 18 and 20, maybe even 16. So it has magic resistance 20 and then 22. So all these even numbers, one at higher numbers, they give a lot of resistances. So this is very but these are very expensive, and it will take you, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years to do everything. And heroes resistance are more important anyway. I mean, I think they are more important. So you'll be using most of your ROS, like tech ROS, on your heroes research and not on troops. So you will let your troops research just go up naturally, and so it takes a little bit more time. But so this is where you can get a lot of resistances for your heroes and troops. Next one is relics. So if you go here and reliquary, when you upgrade all these relics, you get quintessence, which you can use to, sorry for my pronunciation. So you get more quintessence, and which you can use to upgrade your stele, right? So let's check out just the first page. It has bunch of resistances here. So for troop, magic damage resistance, physical. For heroes, magic, heroes physical. Dragon, magic, dragon physical. So these kind of resistances, you wanna check on all the pages and see which has damage resistances. Some you might find some nodes which have damage resistance for all units, and some for just for dragon or troops or heroes or whatever. So I encourage you to also check all this and then pick the these effects according to your liking. So the next place we can get more resistance is Ancestral Sanctuary. So here you can see there are 3 branches, like hero, dragons, and troops, right? Each of these brands give the resistance for their respective type of unit. So this one will give you more resistance for dragon, this one for troops, this one for heroes. Let's check for heroes. You wanna go till the node where you unlock Epic Offering. So after that you will see these icons, and these icons work with some kind of resistance. So here you see physical resistance, here magic resistance, here both resistance, and there will be more icons here. All this there are more icons, but these are difficult to get. But I just showed you a few that are easy to get. And similarly for troops, you just go beyond the Epic Offering here, so you get more physical resistance here, magic resistance here, and both resistance here. And it's the same case for dragons as well. So yeah, so this is where you get more resistance for your troops and heroes and dragons, of course. Next one is kind of very important, but it's kind of hard at the beginning to get a lot of damage resistance from there. It's totems. So if you go to your dragon and you see dragon totems, there are a bunch of totems, but there are a lot of totems, so we won't go into all of them today, but you have to check two places here. One is the what is called like attribute preview, like this resonance thing, where you, if you collect 23 stars, you will get some kind of damage reduction. So resolve and increase damage taken from troops by 10%. So these are special resistance. So I won't talk much into it. I encourage you to check for all the different, the branches here: life, dark, lightning, flame, earth. But yeah, so this is one thing. And for the totem itself, if you check like each totem, you get more damage reduction. So for example, troop magic damage reduction here. You will see heroes magic damage reduction. You will see dragons magic damage reduction, and maybe all units, right? And even here you'll see elite, dragon damage reduction. Here it's all units. So, and if you check for all this, like they have different types of damage reductions, which I encourage you to check. But this is how you can get more damage reductions for your heroes, troops, as well as dragons from totems. So the next place is the dragon ability itself, and each dragon has its own special signature scales abilities. So this ice dragon has physics scales, the fire dragon might have different thing. So yeah, so this for azure dragon, and if you check the armor ability, it says at max value your dragon takes 25% less damage. So this goes to your dragon own reduction. There is one special damage reduction as well, but this is not the scope of this video. But you see, like when it has noble blood ability, your units take 20% reduced physical damage. So yeah, this is another one. But yeah, main point is every dragon has skills abilities, and the main effect might be different, but their armor effect is always it increases their damage reduction. So this is another place where you can make your dragon a little bit more chunkier. So next place you can get more damage reduction is Silverwing Literature, and arguably that is also one of the most important features in the game. It's not just because of the damage reduction, but because of other stats that we will be talking in future videos. But for now, this is how you go to Silverwing Literature. You can get different bonuses from all of the different books. I encourage you to open each book and then check what it does. So here you see damage dealt, but we are interested in only resistance for now. So if you go here and check say level 33 for an example, here for gladiator and paladin heroes, it increases their damage reduction by 25%. So yeah, so this is and this is also a place, but it will take you forever to unlock all this, finish 33 copies of literature. So just understand that this is why some of the older players might be stronger than you, because like they have all this old features and buffs from there. Other place you can get, which is more important, is this confidential pages. So if you check page number 13 of a bunch of these books, it says damage decrease enemies resistance. This is very important, but we are just looking for damage reduction. So let's check another book. So not this one. Let's check another one. This one I've forgotten. Yeah, so it says all units damage taken decreased by 16.5. So you get 16.5% damage reduction from a lot of books. And in total, till now, I said till now because they keep adding new books after a certain time to try to balance the game. But yeah, so till now I have got 85.17% damage reduction for both physical and magical from here. So yeah, so this is another place where you can get your damage reduction from. So another important place to get some resistance is temple. Here specifically this solar aspect radial. If you check +8 effect, you see reduced damage taken by dragons by 15%. This is good. You want to make your dragon live as long as possible, so any damage reduction you get for your dragon, you take it. So yeah, this is one place, but usually temple is mostly used for stats. So all these stones, they give a lot of stats to your the type. So for example, it says health of your heroes, it says your attack and healing efficacy of your dragon, health of your dragon, attack of your heroes, attack of your troops. Where is the another one? Yeah, so health of your troops, right? So these stones level themselves give a lot of stats, and this temple is mostly used for stats, but also you might find some damage reduction for this, and at higher levels there might be others as well. So I encourage you to check it yourself and see what kind of damage reductions you are able to unlock. So another place to get a lot of resistances is your medals. To be honest, it's not a lot, but it's something. So if you go to the medals and you see this feature that many people don't know about, offering altar, you go to tarot mystery and frenzy magic, you will see at level 10 you get a little bit physical resistance, at level 15 a little bit more magic resistance. Same for both, right? So this is another place where you can get more stats for your all units. So it means like for your dragons, heroes, and troops. And but also you get special stats for your troops. So if you go here, you see reduced damage taken by all troops from enemy heroes. So this is a special resistance which we are not diving into this chapter, but just I thought I would let you know. But this is why you want to keep at least one copy of all the medals at 5 stars or the highest level of stars you can reach, and not transmute them. So what I do is I just lock all these medals that I don't use. It's not showing here because like I locked them. So this is how I just lock them up, and this prevents me from accidentally transmuting them. I'm not locked legendary because I'm too confident, but whatever. So yeah, so this is how you get more resistances for your units from medals. So finally, the 20th place to get more resistances is from Artifact Awakening. So actually I don't have it unlocked yet, but if you were to do it, you would go to Artifact, select Awakening, and then go here Awaken, and you see at +15 tier of Enhance, you get to add more damage resistance for that specific hero if you are equipping this. But if you go to Tranquility, and this is pay to win feature, so you have to spend money like till that. The only way to get is to spend money. You get at level 2 you get damage reduction for all units by 1.5%. This is not that much, but it's still something. So for the sake of exhaustiveness, I decided to include here, and I got a battle inquiry. So yeah, I will see you just in a bit. And finally, what I want to say is there are more places to get resistances, but they are different kind of resistance. I like to call them hidden resistance, because these resistance don't show up in your troop space or anywhere you can see, but they are applied during the fight, like maybe in a player versus player battle or player versus event, like against NPCs or lords, the bosses, event bosses, right? So, and these come from all the different places that I show you today. Example, Heroes Research, Sacred Tree, Reliquary Stele, which we didn't dive in today, but yeah, Prisms, Medals, Draconic, even your Silverwing Literature. But yeah, this is a topic for another day. So yeah, mention in the comment and keep reminding me if I forget to make another video on that, but my plan is to follow up on that. Another thing I want to touch really quickly is resistance reduction. we just saw, because how overpowered resistance is, the reduction resistance is maybe arguably the most important feature of the game, actually, even more than resistance themselves. But yeah, that is also a topic for another video. But where to get them, you can just search all the features that I showed you today, and you will find different places where I also showed you resistance reductions. So today we learned about at least 20 places from where we can get the resistances from, which is a lot of places, and it might be overwhelming for a lot of you. So just take it easy, just check what you have actually unlocked. Maybe you cannot even upgrade all the resistance from all those places yet, but this also means this video is going to be very useful for you guys to come back and check again if you missed something. So, and also, as you can imagine, this video took a lot of effort as well as knowledge and understanding of the game to make. So please leave a thumbs up if you appreciate it, thumbs down if you dislike it, and leave a comment with whatever your thoughts were regarding this video. So yep, and take care, and I will see you all next time. Bye.